Only about 3,145 pounds, even with that slide out. Standing from here, this 22-foot R-Vision hybrid looks pretty good. But ladies and gentlemen, we are just gonna get this right out of the way. She is, without a doubt, a handyman special.
Handyman special.
But first, a quick look with the slide closed, as it is currently. What's kind of neat, you still can walk all the way through the RV. You can access every single square inch of storage in here. If you had to, you could jackknife that bed down and fold down the dinette and be able to sleep in here without ever opening up one of the beds. So let's get her open and take a look at that flooring thing that I talked about right at the beginning. You know, this is one of those RVs that standing here, if you just looked at a picture, it actually looks pretty good. And overall, like, the vast majority of the RV is in decent shape. But let's talk about an elephant in the room, and that is the rear area of this floor. And it is in sorry shape, unfortunately. R-Vision's not a company that's with us any longer. But as far as I've been able to discern, failure came standard with their floors over time. I think it was a situation where they didn't do any sort of methods to really effectively prevent water from penetrating in through the side of their laminated floor. Because this is all aluminum framed, it's packed with bead foam, but it was effectively left exposed to weather from below or the sides. I've never really discerned which. I just know that there's obviously a problem because they all end up like this. So somebody went through, they added some extra, decking down to distribute weight when you walk through. And again, at a glance, it doesn't look awful. Like, you can see something's been done here. And the fact is, like, I'm about 200 pounds. I can walk all over this. But I mean, it's a trampoline floor. It is very bouncy. You might hear the squeaks on the floor as I walk around. And it'd be basically any of the flooring from here. I believe the failure in this case came from the rear wall. So, we take something like that pretty serious at Haylett RV. Obviously, we just went way out of our way for about 2 minutes straight to tell you about it. If that's an instant disqualifier for you, I respect that. That's why we got it out of the way. So you can buy with confidence from Haylett RV. If this ain't the one for you, check out something else we have, because obviously we'll shoot you straight. And if you're still with us, you're saying, well, for the right money, I can tolerate that. No more than I'm going to camp or I'm handy or whatever the answer might be. You're good to go there. So let's just do a quick once-over flyby. We got our sleeper sofa over here. Your TV hookups will be over here on this stand with some storage below. That looks like a 60 by 80 total queen up front. The bed ends look okay. I'm not going to say they look great. I'm not going to say they look bad. There's a little bit of spotting. I've seen worse, I've seen better kind of situation. I do like this campside window right here. And this is one of those things I actually... It looks cheap, and I'm sure it is not expensive, but that doesn't mean it's not effective. Fancy doesn't always mean better. The way that this table brackets against the wall with only the single support leg, it's super effective. It works very well. It's also very sturdy and stable if somebody bumps the table, and it's what I like to call a no-knee knocker dinette. And of course, the dinette can fold down into an extra bed. Now, on a handyman special like this, natural question is, well, okay, so what works, what doesn't? And the answer is, I don't know, and I'm not going to make any guarantees, and I hope you can respect that. This RV has unfortunately seen a little bit better times, and I just don't feel comfortable making super promises with it. So my recommendation, is before you commit to buying anything, give us a call here at Haylett RV. First, make sure it's still here and available, and then say, well, when could I schedule time to walk through it? And we'll see what works, what doesn't, right in front of you, with you. And then beyond a shadow of a doubt. Now, this is actually kind of deceptive. This vertical pantry right here is actually part of the slide still. So it's a slide-mounted vertical pantry space. Easy to miss. We also have good pantry space over here, and we have good storage in this hallway. It's really unfortunate that it had that floor problem, because, frankly, this is a really good floor plan. I like how the rear bed's a little more privatized and all kinds of good stuff. But, just because the floor is what it is, I just don't think a lot of people are going to be super happy, super comfortable with it. Again, I understand. I respect that. This is weird. What? I didn't notice this before. There's like a weird little pocket shelf in the shower up here. That's just weird. And again, the outside really doesn't look too bad. I don't think this was even a case of owner failure. I think it was simply a case of error or oversight in design and engineering, because at less than 3,200 pounds dry weight with a slide. The problem here is that this thing just didn't have enough meat on the bones. It was built to achieve an absolute minimum weight rating when it was brand new. And when it was brand new, it was solid enough that you wouldn't notice the problems until a couple years later. And that was not terribly uncommon in the early days of lighter weight trailers, laminated trailers. Manufacturers went too far too fast, and over time problems like this with soft flooring and things becoming an issue became more obvious and apparent. Little gas grill quick connect right there behind the tires, by the way. Actually, little smart detail, it's turned away from the tires so road debris is not sprayed into it. You know, this thing's not all bad. It's just it has one big major bad, and frankly I'd rather just get it out of the way, shoot you straight. So if this looks like it could work for you, give us a call. We do try to have a little bit of something for every budget here at Haylett RV. And we look forward to meeting you. Take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.